Hi everyone. This is
We're not going to do our theme song?
we are. Just hold on. There's so many things to talk about. We don't even have time to do a bit.
We can't even do a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Live from the internets, it's Hot Topics.
Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wine boy.
Oh, we're live again. Hi everyone.
I wish I had a rotating chair so that I could do that.
I don't. I just have.
Oh, you just have a very slidey ass?
Yes. And oh gosh, look! Don't even cut me down. We have a lot of people.
We have so much to get to.
And
we've been away for 2 weeks.
We have been away for 2 weeks, but we were classy, and when they got high, we went higher.
We got even higher.
And we
hello, Dr.
give last week to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Kamala. See, that's what happens. I was gone a week. I'd probably say Kelly Jenner before the end of the night.
Oh, I know. We are missing a big speech right now, DBH.
But welcome to us, because we are saving your eardrums and your sanity by getting you away from hot air and lies, because you can do that tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day with President Trump. So
exactly.
Exactly.
Who's John?
Let's de-stress right away, as Cecil already has, because he's an alcoholic. Like Don.
Look, I've been drinking all night long.
Well, here, cheers, everybody.
All right, raise a glass. I don't know if you can see mine.
I always raise mine, and I'm not even on camera, so it's fine.
And in honor of the RNC, my wine is being brought to you by Freak Show.
Freak Show.
I figured it was very apropos this evening.
I'll say.
And I can't wait to drink this, because it's been one hell of a day. In fact, my back hurts. I'm surprised I could spin around. But so I've got this big fancy chair and in the studio tonight. So I'm in this new 30 studios. So raise a glass. Sorry, I was jumping. Everyone, let's raise a glass to build back better. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's like a chime from church. I felt all of you saying it at home, and I want you to know that I'm looking you in the eye for good luck.
I will say that Build Back Better just makes it sounds like a boy band song.
Well, it almost sounds like Bareback Better.
Isn't it always?
And speaking of, we forgot to give a shout out to our new pool boy.
Pool boy. Oh my goodness.
Wine boy's too busy feeding his baby pizza, and when we found out there was a pool boy that would give you a towel and a back rub in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
That's
not him. Oh,
that's
wine boy.
That's the guy that made up history last
Which one's it? Which one is it? Was the first one or was it this one?
That's the one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I think the clue would be Jerry Falwell, again with just black water in his glass. Would you look at that?
I know. He drinks so much black water.
Where's Jesus when you need him to turn that black water into wine?
I know.
All right.
He's probably sitting in the corner watching everything that's happening between Jerry Falwell and his wife and his pool boy.
That is they need a miracle to clean up that mess, because it is like there's more blood than Jesus being whipped on the cross in that corner for now.
I'll say.
So
but if I'm going to say one thing, I mean, if you're going to ruin your career over somebody, Giancarlo
Granda. It's Granda.
Granda, you could.
I mean,
you could do worse. I'm sure it is.
I bet it's Granda.
Granda.
O-M. Granda. Cheers, Cecil.
We're on the same page.
God, it's almost like Robin Pedretti Kelly taught us improv.
I'm so happy you guys said the same thing. I was so scared for you.
I was too.
I know.
We actually have Jesus on our side. He's not
Jesus
in the corner.
Let's just say Jesus has taken the wheel.
Well, Granda, we had to get right to the pool boy thing. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give a shout out to our fabulous fans that are
Yes.
sacrificing themselves by not watching the RNC right now and tuning into us. So hi, Haley Schneider.
Yes, all the way from Wisconsin. And our hearts are going out to the folks in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, Haley Schneider.
Yes, and
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Louisiana and all the way up. So Kelly Jenner, Anne Marie Hurley.
The Perrys are here.
Gail Blackbird just pledged $10 million to us on Cash App. That was very nice. Look at that.
Wow.
Gail Blackbird.
Anne Marie Hurley.
She's been drinking.
Makeup artist to the stars.
Yes.
Brittany Schmidt is with us.
Oh, and of course, what better way? Shout out. We have
and Chris Congdon. Let's not forget.
Cash App alert!
Cash App alert!
Chris Congdon was our very first.
Who are the Perrys? Good question, Marianne Librarian.
Thank you, Chris Congdon, for your very nice contribution. And thank you. Again, if you would like to tip us boys to help our wine budget and also our sets and Cecil chalkboard or whatever's behind him, you know what to do.
A neutral background.
So is Switzerland. Why don't you put that behind you?
We're trying to raise enough money to get Cecil out of the terrorist's hands. Exactly. He's been ransomed.
Exactly.
But hey,
I've been taken by ISIS.
At least our logo shows up good on my bat set.
It sure does. Look at that fancy logo. I love it.
So dark over there. It looks good. You look like you're in a desert tent, and there should be some hookahs and smoke pass around over there.
You also look like there's a giant wearing a big disco tie just behind your partition.
It is. It's truth tie. It's hanging down from all the way from Washington, D.C. below his conundrum.
I didn't think that was the D word you were going to use, but just saying.
It's not a dick.
Exactly. That's.
This is hard when it's mirrored, isn't it? I just want
to. It is.
Wow. I need two hands like a Granda.
Sureg'ay.
Granda, pool boy. We're getting nasty, and we only have 15 more minutes.
We only have 15 minutes, and we have so much to get to. Can we just say, for one thing, we've been gone for a week, okay, or 2 weeks. So we've been away for 2 weeks. The first week, we were just being, respectful to the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because we didn't want to, come through. We knew that a lot of our fans are also fans of the Democratic Party. And so we decided just to take that little break. But the nutball action that has been taking place in these past 2 weeks is insane. Sureg'ay just reminded me that Friday morning, the morning after the DNC's final evening, when we decided respectfully to take a break, that's when Steve Bannon gets arrested.
Hold up. I want to chime in like a chime from church.
Please do.
But let's talk about, as we always say, let's do the show on Thursday evening because you never know what might happen in the week. And Thursday never disappoints. But we skipped one night, and the next morning, of all things, Steve Bannon was arrested on a Chinese billionaire's yacht. I thought China was the enemy. On a Chinese billionaire's yacht by the Postal Inspector Police. Karma. She naps. She never rests.
And it's just a chef's kiss of a confluence of events that it couldn't have been a more beautiful thing.
Well, and he's not a beautiful thing. He pulled out the Rolodex cards of how to talk after been arrested, like Roger Stone. They all sound alike. Literally, even when Trump speaks, it literally sounds like Roger Stone anymore. And Bannon is doing the same thing as he gets out of jail, and they all are going to act just like Paul Manafort did and defend and deflect and do all this, and then suddenly they're getting old and gray in a jumpsuit.
Seriously, Steve Bannon looks like a basketball that was left behind in the rain and let to bloat, covered with a mop that has mopped up numerous rest stops.
Well, that was just Friday morning. And can we just also throw in this extra little salty sizzle sazzle spice that Steve Bannon was arrested for taking Trump supporters' money and supposed to be building a wall. And not only that, the other guy in charge of it, I forget his name because there's so many.
Kofach or something like that.
Go fetch a boat. That's what his name is. Bought a boat with your money. So for those of you that bought a brick with your...
It's insane.
Thank you for giving us material, because suddenly we're going to have a show called Hot Topics 7 days a week.
Can you imagine?
All right.
Look, it's these people were such racist a-holes that they were like, we're going to make sure that this stupid wall that is, I think we can all agree, is completely pointless. Okay. It will not stop anything. It's like, I couldn't even come up with a comparison of how effective that wall is going to be. It's like wearing a mask over just your mouth.
Right. Because wearing a mask over just your mouth and not your nose is like wearing a condom over your balls.
Right.
What's the point? You're going to get you're going to get mother pregnant.
Exactly.
Doug Bazzer said, I had to turn off the speech. Well, you know what? Anything that brings Doug Bowser to our show.
Anything that brings Doug Bowser to the table, I'm putting out plates.
And Taffy, don't forget to tune into Taffy. And every Saturday at 3 p.m. Sign up, send her an alert.
Give so many things. Bingo, trivia. Girls got shows. Got shows.
And it's very funny, and you can win fabulous prizes. So tune into Taffy's Bingo. She's an old retired prostitute. Saturdays at 3 p.m. It's going to be raining anyways this weekend, so you should.
Girls got to eat.
Funny. I always tune in for a little laugh. Hello, David Brady Hall, hashtag DBH. Good to see you. It's all 16 kids to bed and came to join us. Okay, so we're just on Friday morning after we took a week off. So let's skip to about, 10 a.m. And Trump was ordered to pay Stormy Daniels legal fees. Now, if he didn't do anything wrong and he never heard anything of it, isn't that convenient that some of these judges that he has appointed, over hundreds of, I think even thousands of new judges, just don't seem to be agreeing with him. And now he was ordered to pay her legal fees. So if that wasn't enough, Cecil, let's talk about Trump's niece recording his sister.
Mary.
He's a cruel, phony liar. Now, sister preach. We already know.
Seriously.
It's nice to hear it out of a Trump's mouth once in a while.
We're like so ahead of like the comments and sorry. I guess I just got distracted for a second with the comments.
Anywho.
I hate that. Stop with the finger and the anywho. Drive me insane.
It's going to hurt tomorrow. I hope there's no more news topics because, Lord, I was sober. I was not hungover last Friday for the first time, thanks to you, not to you.
Mary Trump just recording her whole family. I mean, that right there needs to be its own show right there, because you know that there is so much tea being spilt all over the place. I am in love with her. But
we
yeah,
and her on the show. Do you think she'd come on our show?
Do you think she'd come on the show?
Well, sure she would. We are like minds. We think he's a phony liar. What else was he? Cruel. Well,
Sergey, yeah, you have connections in DC, right?
Sister.
Well, we should pay it forward. We'll have her on and promote her book.
Yeah, Sergey, your wife, I thought, was, rubbing elbows with the top brass over there in DC or New York, wherever she lives.
I'm not speaking to her this for a week because she is in the front row. She is one of the few that got tested in order to sit close to Trumpy Poo's tie.
Your wife is at the convention tonight?
Right next to Kellyanne Conway, which segue.
And there we go. Holy.
Kellyanne Conway, hashtag Miss, as Cecil would say, Miss Alternative Facts. And bring up your point, because you had a wonderful post, but wait, because it zoomed in on me and I looked, oh, damn it, pool wine boy, whoever you are. I'm a big fan of George Conway, who is her husband, who's a very famous lawyer and just accredited all over the place. He is one of the founders and head honchos of the Lincoln Project. And if you don't follow the Lincoln Project, I highly recommend you do, because it will make you sane, because they call out every single little bullshit, sorry I cussed, bullshit, shitty shat, sizzle sazzle that the Trump administration does. And it is like eating popcorn with your favorite glass of wine. George Conway and Kellyanne Conway produced a daughter that apparently has morals and likes to call them on their sizzle sazzle shit. And she has taken to TikTok and Twitter, and she is raking them over the coals like Tony Robbins' feet at an Oprah episode. I mean, she's just like, and so much so that Kellyanne Conway has decided to, as they do when they want to leave the Trump White House, suddenly want to spend more time with family. That way they don't get called nasty and everything else. But you know that's a pattern. Have you noticed that?
Of course.
What's her name? Huckabee. She wanted to, really, like her family wanted her to spend more time with them.
Yeah, they're like, we're good, Sarah.
You just keep chewing that straw up there on the podium, and
you're fine. We're good. And she's like, no, I need to spend time with the family. And they're all like, oh shit.
So Kellyanne Conway is leaving the White House, but she had to have one last hoorah. I had it right the first time. And so she gave a little speech, and she's hugging and passing out the coronavirus like candy at a Halloween party tonight. Mm-hmm. And George Conway, unfortunately, is stepping down off of Twitter, who I love on Twitter, and also from the Lincoln Project to, I guess, corral their family. As Kellyanne Conway said, she's going to, what did she say tonight? I heard her on something about wearing casual clothes and corralling the family or something. I don't know. She thought she was clever, but it obviously didn't stick. Clearly.
And did you see her last night at the RNC speeches? She was just like this flat Stepford robot delivering that bucket of lies that always spews out of their mouths.
You got to raise once, and you got a baby out of it. So there.
Oh my goodness.
Wine Boy's got jokes. Kelly,
I still can't forgive her for that alternative facts, though. It literally.
Don't ever forget.
Never forget.
That's why we're here to replay, be kind, rewind. We will bring it all back to you.
We've got the receipts, internet. Exactly.
Anyways, I've said it on this episode before, not this episode, but this show, whatever it's called. I still think there's something. Kellyanne Conway's a mole. I'm telling you.
Really? Do you think that she's anonymous? Like she's anonymous? Because some people do.
I do. I sizzle sazzle. God, chime from church. Can I just say one thing? Think she's a mole.
I did all of our catchphrases in one. I would be interested in our viewers' opinions. Viewers, if you think that Kellyanne Conway is the anonymous, the whistleblower, please chime in and let us know.
So then, does that mean then is she telling her daughter to say all this shit in order to make it seem like she's not the mole? One big staged, let's keep attacking mom in order to so she can go in deeper.
Yes and no. I think the part with her and her husband, yes, but her and her daughter, because I've seen it on.
We showed it the one time, I thought, right?
He looked genuinely pissed that her daughter was, and her daughter looked genuinely pissed. So there was no scissoring going on there. However,
I heard that's not a thing, actually, for real.
Scissoring?
Yeah, I talked to some lesbians, and they told me that that's a fake thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not lying.
Scissoring's a
I'm gonna have to wash that taste out of my mouth with some fresh red wine.
And I've talked to on separate occasions different lesbians, and they told me that was kind of more of a like, oh, it's a thing you do, like 69ing. It's not really a thing, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying it. I don't know because I'm not a lesbian, but that's what
I would like to bring up the fact that thank you for the placement this evening, Wine Boy. I see I'm the top and he's the bottom now.
You just know.
Speaking of scissors.
I just love that we asked like a serious question and now all of a sudden we're talking about scissoring.
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite thing about scissoring is on the Colbert Report. He didn't know what it meant, so he just kept calling it different things for like weeks on weeks on weeks. He's like, or what the people call scissoring. And it was always wrong and it was always hilarious. But
my skin was fabulous.
So anyway, do you think it's that deep? Do you think it's that? Yeah, bringing it back. Do you think
it's a great title,
deep?
Jeff? We appreciate that. Off topic with Wine Boy.
Jeff, I already told you. I was talking directly to you, by the way, when I said that I was a pool boy, but now I'm not anymore.
You're a baby.
I was younger. Yes.
I mean,
yeah, 69 is a thing, but then like
I don't want to talk about this any longer.
Okay,
we have so many things to talk about.
I mean, if people wanted to watch or hear that kind of trash, they'd be watching the RNC right now.
Seriously.
So I just want to make sure we're okay. We have so many scarf slaps tonight.
So many scarf slaps. I can't even.
So that's just last week. Now the RNC's been happening all this week. We want to give a shout out to all of the viewers and people in Texas and Louisiana and all of that area that were hit so hard with Hurricane Laura last night. Today, I mean, they're still experiencing it. They don't even know what's hit them yet fully. They're still assessing the damage. So we raise a glass and we send you thoughts, positive thoughts.
Very positive thoughts.
I don't want to say thoughts and prayers because people use that for the gun shootings all the time and it sounds disingenuous all the time.
It sounds completely disingenuous.
So we send you positive thoughts and sizzle sadness.
Yes.
From church. And I'll drink because that's what we do in a hurricane anyways. So yes, what else is there? Just let me check our little menu here. Fabulous. There's just so many things I got sidetracked. Let's go to the audience. So yes, it was. Hi, Prenup. Hi, Victoria Cherie Bennett. She's here. Dick Bruce is here. Scissoring is definitely a real thing.
We're not talking about scissoring anymore.
Oh, yeah. I'm late to the comments. I got excited. Thank you, Dick Bruce. Dick Bruce he's funny. He goes at all of these people. He likes to troll the internet during the day, and he has some pretty funny things to say. So you should follow Dick Bruce as well. I don't know if he wants to be followed, but anyways, he'll do anything to be scissored. I just had to bring it up one more time. I'm out.
Oh my gosh.
So
did someone say scissoring? Because I have more to talk about.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
So
let's
get right to the thing because there's been another
lineup of nut craziness for the RNC. I mean,
all about the RNC for a little bit, and then we're going to get to the police shootings and then the scarf slap reports. There's all kinds of things. So let's talk about RNC because there's enough craziness right there. Which one do you want to talk about first, Cecil?
You
were watching it like my parents watched Jeopardy. So
I was obsessed with these speeches. They were bonkers, and I was like, RNC must really stand for really needs cocaine, because the first night was just bonkers. Like, what's her name? Guilfoyle.
Oh yes.
What?
Guilfoyle.
What's her name?
Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Kimberly Guilfoyle. Screaming at the television set. Like I was like, bitch, you are entirely by yourself in a room. So just calm the fuck down. Like she was cranked. I know she. There's been the,
is yet to come. She was like,
it sounded ominous.
Slap alert.
It was like the best is yet to come never sounded more ominous to me. I was like,
to a empty room, which is even more cuckoo pants. She was screaming, and everyone was like,
it was just like,
there's no one.
Settle down.
Who's she talking to?
Exactly. Exactly. I think the cameraman was like,
yeah,
just
he's
settle.
Like,
I know. I'm sure she like spit all over the cameraman while she was talking.
So there is a thing with that, and it's the the Guilfoyle challenge, and it's all Twitter. You know, Twitter will get you if you say something stupid on TV or whatever. Watch out, because the kids and the people that don't have other things to do on Twitter,
relentless.
So it's the Guilfoyle challenge. The best is yet to come, and there's like everything from lawyers to doctors to stay-at-home moms to kids imitating her, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, the arms out and all that stuff, and then of course Don Jr. gets up there, and he. I know.
Pull that picture, blind boy. Let's show you what Don Jr. looked like.
He looks like he is cramping.
Look at those.
He looks like he is.
Red eyes, sweaty, bulging, like under. Look at the veins popping out. His eyes are so bloodshot.
Yeah.
He looks like half of our auditions. I may have had a red face or two in some audition.
He's like, man, did I fart? Oh, it smells bad. Oh, I think it was me. Yeah, it was me. Okay, let's keep moving on.
Those teeth. Anyways,
and just the bucket of lies coming out of his mouth.
Today, he's saying that it was the bad lighting that was making him look sweaty on TV, and that's why. Look, half the people in our audience have done coke before, and they know what coke looks like. And you were coked up, Don Jr., just like your girl. Isn't he dating Kimberly Guilfoyle?
Yes.
Okay.
They are a couple.
I mean,
can you imagine the two of them having sex?
Or wouldn't you like to be a coked up pepper too? They're just.
I heard cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Build the wall out of coke.
Oh my God.
It's a hell of a drug.
I imagine them having sex like two rock'em sock'em robots, just like beating each other to a pulp. I don't know.
Well, hopefully they do, and then we'll get pictures of it. So they spoke. Then let's talk about Eric Trump. Did you see that? Because that's the one night I tuned in, and Marian Librarian knows that I was like,
no, wait, so, hold on. Before we get to this, I want to address what you just said earlier about him talking about the bad lighting.
Oh, right. Yes.
They spent their entire platform is don't blame anybody else but yourself for your big fucking problems, America. If you listen,
blame everybody else but themselves.
Exactly. But that's been literally their whole messaging
I'm surprised you didn't blame China for it.
Right. Well, they'll blame China for that disease. But what I'm saying is the entire platform, if you've listened to all the speeches, every single one of them has been like, you can make it in America. And if you don't, that's your fault. And don't blame America like the Democrats are blaming America. So their whole thing is don't blame America. Don't blame anybody else but your own self for your position in life. So
and you won't be safe in Biden's America. Yet I'm pretty sure we're still in Trump's America, and everyone's just crumbling down like Jenga.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
Jenga at Donald Trump Jr.'s house, all coked up and can't pull it out without crashing everything down.
But
Like
I'm gonna quickly get to my point and say, don't blame the bad lighting, Don Jr. It's you.
What is
Okay.
Biden's America? Like, what is Biden's America?
I'm back.
Exactly.
Well, Biden
Yeah.
isn't
Exactly.
president yet. It's like, you know,
That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay,
notice
so
I said,
what
yeah.
is it?
Well, it's Trump's America. It's
Yeah,
you look if
Biden's America will not be Trump's America.
and that's my point. It's
Well,
like
I
you
just
can't
say
say,
what
"Oh,
you
in Biden's
think.
America, this was going to happen." It's like, well, you don't know because he's never done it before, so you can't say it because you don't know.
Oh, their whole. I love what I love about the whole RNC. Like I've been watching literally all week.
Mhm.
Is their whole thing is like this is going to be this scary, horrible, awful place, and they want to take all of this shit away from you, and it's just the biggest fear mongering bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, and the only thing, look, the ads. I brought up a point at home before she left for the RNC front row. But I said, let's not forget every political year, the commercials, and we get tired of them. It doesn't matter. It's just 10 times worse now. But I would like to point out that the one commercial I constantly see lately is talking about and focusing in on Joe Biden, who said something 40 years ago
Exactly.
about being smart and all that. I mean, first, and then it's like, really, Joe? And, why are you so concerned about what Joe Biden said 40 years ago when you don't give two shits what Trump said 2 minutes ago? Because that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs says a different lie every 5 minutes, but then you're like, well, it's what he meant was, and this is that. No. In the words of Trump's sister, he's a cruel, phony liar. Sizzle, sazzle, out. Moving on.
There you go.
Safe in Trump's America because we're living that right now. The looting, the shooting, the rioting, the police shootings, everything's happening right now. Biden isn't president.
Right.
So,
No, exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
don't you know clearly if you said something 40 years ago and then, I don't know, change your mind, learn some things, maybe check some facts and go, oh, I have a new opinion about things because I grew as a person. That's called flip-flopping. Didn't you know that? That's flip-flopping.
Oh, is that
Apparently. Yeah, apparently growing as a person is called flip-flopping. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
like when you used to say that you liked men and now you're married.
First of all, I never said I liked men. I just said hello.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
didn't say you liked men, but the alcohol thing.
Continuing on
Stop it.
with
Knock the whole set over. I knew I shouldn't have put that there.
oh my goodness.
All right, we have a segue. Let's see.
We
where
only have 15
right,
minutes,
you're
people.
still there.
Look, we only have 15
Michelle
minutes.
Claremont's here. So then she just brings up a good point, Michelle Claremont. Caitlin, and the footage they use to scare people about Biden's America is Trump's America. Cute. It's actually they're using footage from Spain right now. That has been proven today. That came out. So it's actually, from Spain. The rioting that was happening in Spain, they used it, and they're calling it Biden's America. Whatever. Ugh.
Are you fucking
Just
kidding
like-
me?
Just like everything about it, it's fake.
It's a complete lie.
Eric Trump went on 2 nights ago.
Oh my God. Eric Trump.
And literally all I got out of it was, Daddy, please pay
Yes.
attention to me.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
that's what it sounded like.
I felt like we were in some family therapy session with him and like role playing with him so that he could figure out his daddy issues.
Oh, that was the same night that Melania from The Handmaid's Tale came on that night also and wore her under his eye outfit like Aunt Lydia. But they also had Tiffany. I would like to ask the audience, do you think that Tiffany and Eric, do you think they were paid like some type of fee, royalty? I just don't see Tiffany and them coming on without getting some type of under the table money to speak and say great things, especially Tiffany. We didn't even know she was the Trump.
Can I ask a
I'm
question?
surprised. Yes.
You can.
How many Trumps are there?
A billion.
Like, what the shit is going on here? All of
Oh
a
my
sudden, there's
God.
new ones coming out of the woodwork. Like, what the shit is happening?
Don't doubt that there's also been some that have been aborted. Mark my word.
Of
Well-
course there has been.
Well, yeah, but
And
like,
even counting the ones that got swallowed. Stormy.
Yikes.
or backdoor. Hey,
And Melania scissoring.
I was about to say that scissoring.
It wouldn't surprise me if Trump accidentally sent Stormy Daniels hush money to Tiffany Trump because they look exactly alike.
She could be. I mean, if you think about it. How old is Tiffany?
24.
Easily.
It's
Barron.
it's-
Well, no, because he was doing
bizarre.
Melania. I'm sorry. He was doing Stormy when Barron was a fetus.
correct.
So he's only like 16, maybe. But we're not allowed to say him because they will come out of the woodworks and attack you for bringing up a child's name. Unless he has an M16 and he's shooting protesters like the 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh my
Who-
God. What a segue. What a segue.
Well, I'm really good at them. Who was arrested, shockingly. Well, he was white, so he wasn't murdered. But he was arrested after trying to defend. Now, first of all, he's 17. I'd just like to put out that bullet point. Oh, no pun intended.
Sergey.
Well, I didn't even mean that, but that was good. And he was defending a car dealership or something else. He's not even from that state. He came. This is what keeps happening. And this is where it gets me upset because people are like, oh, so it's okay to protest, but you can't have a rally. Look, it's the opportunists and the troublemakers that are coming from out of state more than likely, because you don't see the people that are asking you to, please, we're just trying to say that Black Lives Matter too. It's important. They're not saying that it's just about Black lives. They're saying that Black Lives Matter too. And, the majority of them are not doing anything. In fact, I've seen them stop people from spray painting or defacing things or starting violence. And then every time you see someone breaking a glass or shooting someone or whatever, or going out of, it's someone from out of state, and they're not even have anything to do with Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. And
what is so upsetting, because people are just asking, they're just saying, please don't kill us anymore. Please just give us a chance, just like everyone else. And yet they can't even do that, because America, not all of them, but there are some opportunists. Let me just clarify that before we get more emails and cash apps. But damn it. Can't we all we're Americans, for God's sakes. It's called the United States of America. Why don't we effing start acting like it?
yes, Sergey. And it is infuriating because it's the people who are coming in from out of state who aren't even involved in that community and just looking to cause chaos. And it is disgusting. It is disgusting. And his mother apparently is the one who drove the kid in
many people have said,
participate in this.
in the last couple of days, people have said, and even my own thought was like, oh, this kid is 17. I mean, granted, 17 is like, you're banging chicks.
Almost an adult.
Or guys. You're doing a lot of things without your parents knowing at that point. Trust me. I mean, it starts at 13, right, Cecil?
Sergey.
Well, I'm telling you, once it has feathers, it can fly.
Yes.
So everyone was saying, where is the parents? Where is the parents? Wine boy, get ready with that picture, because his mother was right there in the thick of it. And there she is. Look at that gorgeous beast. I mean,
she looks like she's been cosplaying Vasquez from Aliens at a really low rent Comic-Con.
Two things. Vasquez, the actress, wasn't even Puerto Rican. And second of all, does she know what scissoring?
Jewish.
Does she know what scissoring is?
Stop it.
like
Enough of the scissorer.
at that moment. First of all, girlfriend is not a carb counter. And I'm just like, look at that. That's She is. Where's the husband? I don't know if that's the husband behind her.
That
but
is.
I mean,
Is that a radio on her like utility belt that she's got?
I think it's an alien motion detector.
Game's over, man.
it's the direct line to the White House. She's saying, "Look, here I am, G.I. Ho, the great American hero."
Oh my
All
God.
right, I'm not here to put people down. 15 minutes. That'll be the next 15 minutes because we only have 15 more minutes.
We only have 15 minutes, people, and we
What
still
should
have
we go
time.
home today?
You are correct.
We
that
want.
that kid in jail is
I'm having a hot flash.
he is in trouble. That kid.
Yeah. Well, he better hope that. Yeah. I mean, he better hope he can pick up soap quick, because in the words of DBH, YOLO, and that is our YOLO segment of the week. Because, homie, you made a decision to go out of your own state, and
You're gonna live with that little bitch.
You can say anything you want, and the point is, here's the upsetting part about that. That's not even what started it. What started it was, and we've already lost that, is the gentleman, forgive me, somebody help me out, his name, that he just got shot in the back 7 times. They're still figuring that out. They said he had that. Now they're saying there was a knife on the floor, but under the floor mat. So therefore the police wouldn't have seen it. Now, granted, I have a lot of police friends and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for a moment, but it's been a few days. I think you should have released that video if the man who was trying to break up of 2 women fighting, and we all know when black girls fight, it is like, you do not want to get involved, because I always say the world without black girls is just like art. Black girls give a lot of flair and I love them, but stay out of their way when they're fighting, because they will rip your weave off and scratch you. And I don't mess with mama. Anywho, that's what led to all of this. And now several lives, even more so, are being destroyed. So that's what I have to say on that. We'll wait for the evidence, but I think it's time to arrest the people that shot Breonna Taylor. Just wanted to bring that up one more time. Sizzle Sazzle.
It's
What are you
all
reading?
nuts.
Horoscope while I was going off?
What's that?
It's like you're reading your horoscope or
I'm
stock.
just listening to you. I'm just listening to you have a moment, because
Our fans were chiming in, by the way. They
Yes,
said
our
that it was
fans
Jacob
Thank you.
Blake.
Jacob Blake.
Yes.
yeah.
I was trying to put up there so you can see it. but-
Paralyzed right now. And I will say this. I'm just going to call it like it is. In the words of Regis Philbin, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because they didn't kill him and he's paralyzed. And
I hope he gets a lot of money.
Yeah. I just hope the truth comes out with everything, because
exactly. Look, I
don't know what happened. I got friends on both sides that are telling me 2 different stories. I haven't looked into it.
We have eyes. That's all.
Yeah.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look. Again,
It just
Speaking-
sucks all around. It just always sucks. It always sucks.
These are the ones that we're seeing on video. And talking with that segment, let's talk about sports.
Yeah, sports. I'm down with sports. What's going on? I got a lot of things to talk about.
This is why, and I'm segueing with that because the Milwaukee Bucks, the basketball players, boycotted their playoff game last night in honor of Black Lives Matter and because of Jacob Blake and all of that was happening up there. And at the same time,
yeah, Denise,
and all of the
very
games
true.
stopped. So now it's kind of indefinite right now. We don't know what's going to happen. The WNBA wore shirts with to make it look like 7 bullet holes in their shirts. I mean, it's just, again, one man kneeled and he was a traitor, is what the people said he was, mainly Trump supporters, and that was Colin Kaepernick. And none of this could be happening if we just stopped a while ago to stop and just say, look, we all got to try and work and help out each other. Again, it's a sticky situation. I agree, but
segue for 1 second.
Leader
Can I segue, Sergey, into a new, because just speaking of Colin Kaepernick, it was killing me throughout the RNC, and especially with Eric Trump's speech, talking about how the RNC is just so over cancel culture, and they're just so over feeling like their voices are being stifled, and they can't express themselves, and nobody can express themselves. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, the RNC is against cancel culture? Like attempting to cancel Colin Kaepernick, attempting to cancel the Dixie Chicks back in the day, attempting to literally not even a week ago, Trump trying to cancel Goodyear, an American tire company. It's just so much part of the hypocrisy.
I think the irony that the Michelin man is trying to cancel out Goodyear tires is hilarious.
That French fat fuck.
Well, that's a lot of F. F-y F. I agree with Mary.
Seriously, Kelly Jenner. I don't know why I keep calling you Kenny Jenner. Kelly Jenner. These people are slashing their own tires. What a bunch of freaking idiots. They're slashing their own tires on their own cars, and then having to buy their own. Then they have to rebuy their own tires. That is not an effective protest. Can we? If we talk, we're going to talk about effective protests. Slashing your own American-made tires.
I'll show them.
But then again, people used to burn their own like LeBron James jerseys when he went to Miami, and then when he went to everywhere else.
Just like
no, but can we say something? Denise Mose said a great thing. That's not the answer, though. Stop killing black people.
Exactly.
I think that's the answer. I agree with that 100%.
Exactly, Dr. Denise.
Dr. Denise. I'm sorry, doctor.
She is a doctor. You
said doctor, but I do have this. Hold on.
You said she, by the way.
On sports, doctor. Doc Rivers, who's famous, he used to be the head coach of the Orlando Magic. I don't know where he's at now. Maybe Wineboy knows. Anyways, he said, he just got very emotional. And he said, ask why do we keep loving this country when it seems this country is not loving us back? And he broke down and cried. And it really was a touching moment. They're just sick of it. And I looked at some of the sportscasters that are in suits and ties and black gentlemen. And I said to myself, and I said, it's so true. America has got to stop. If those same gentlemen that are famous and rich and everything else are walking down the street and not in a suit and tie, they would be judged and possibly even shot and killed. And somehow we've got to fix that. So stop killing black people.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that I will say it this way. I thought Brooklyn Nine-Nine had a great episode about that, where Terry Crews was in his own neighborhood and he wasn't wearing his police uniform, and a white cop started like almost pulling his gun on him and arrested him and tried to bring him in. And he's like, "Oh, you should be wearing your badge." Why do I have to wear my badge? Well, I wasn't doing anything. I was looking for my daughter's toy, And even though it's a sitcom and it's a funny show, it brings up a great point. Like, what are you talking about? Why does anyone have to do that? Like, why does it look like this like presentable person? Like, hey, I'm an upstanding citizen. Blah blah. People are just going about their lives. Just let them be their lives. Just be Italian and let people mind their own business. That's what I tell people. I'm half Italian. I go, hey, I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Just go about your business. Hey, yo, Casadich, what's up?
You won't be safe in buying.
Oh my goodness. Why am I speaking Italian?
Yeah. Pasta fagioli.
That was hot. Well, we only have 15 more minutes.
Thank
you again for the donations tonight. You guys are sizzle sazzle. We love it. Thank you so much. It helps.
We certainly appreciate it.
Paid for our StreamYard again, and thank you for joining us live.
It costs money for this StreamYard, y'all.
And t-shirts. We have t-shirts coming soon.
We're so excited about our merch. But we only have 15 minutes.
And we have coffee cups too. You're going to want one of our coffee cups that says Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay, coming soon to a merch store near you.
Can we segue for just 1 second to back to the RNC speeches? Did anyone see the hot young gentleman in the wheelchair? Madison Cawthorn.
Can we? Wine
You
boy,
didn't-
that's the picture you were supposed to
Was
put
that
up.
the first one? Okay.
That was the first one.
No legs.
Well,
when
I
you
didn't
put up
know.
the
I didn't
point.
know.
Well, he
I
has
just-
legs. They just that one. See, they don't
It-
show. Look at that.
Wine Boy doesn't give a shit about anybody who's hot.
No, you guys don't tell me who's who. You just say, "Hey, save this picture for later." So I don't know. I thought that was the pool boy. He was a handsome man. It's a
He is a
handsome
very
man
handsome man.
right there. And there's
Here's what I love. Here's
Okay.
here's the thing though.
My wife's out of town.
Look, I
am
got-
thinking-
and he
Okay,
believes
take
in
him-
America.
Okay, take him
you
away.
know?
Take him away.
Oh, sorry.
So I got super thirsty over Madison Cawthorn for like 5 seconds. And then I learned
Yeah, you're
a
right.
lot about this young man because he's running to be a congressman. He's running to be a congressman. So
Really? Is he? Because
stop it.
well, that's
Stop it.
That's
I think
mean.
he is.
That's
I'm saying
mean.
he said it. He said it.
He is.
Marsha Brady said it. Alice.
You're the
Alice,
worst.
where are
You're
your
the worst,
Alice's?
Sergey.
Well,
But
I,
then
I bet you would.
I learned all of this information about this young man. First of all, he totally fucked up his American history that during his speech.
He didn't
Okay,
fuck it up. He made it up. He's a bullshit liar, just like the rest of them.
exactly. So he says this thing about
Oh.
James Madison being a signer of the Declaration of Independence, which is completely false. And then it goes to chastise people for not knowing American history, that they should know American history. And then he lays this completely false American history fact. But then I learned on his Insta page, not because I was following him at all or trolling through his Insta photos. I'm just saying that it came to my attention that he totally visited Hitler's summer retreat on a trip to wherever it is. And
Probably.
on his caption in his Insta photos, he was like, here I am laughing with my brother, just the way that Hitler would laugh with his friends back in the day. From
What
this
the hell
view.
does that
From
mean?
this view. Exactly.
It would be
So-
so much easier to hate him if he wasn't hot.
I know, it's complicated. I'm
Well-
like, ugh, that jawline. Look
First
at
of
that.
all, I just want you all to know that earlier tonight when we were issuing pictures, well, the producers were giving pictures, Wine Boy said, these aren't the same guy. And we're like, no shit, Sherlock, this is a different guy.
I didn't say
Thought it-
that.
You thought it was the
I said that.
No, that wasn't me.
That
Oh,
was
right, it was the other one.
Yeah, I said he looked like Tom Brady's kid. Like if,
Okay,
like
well,
if Tom
that's-
Brady.
He
But
does look like Tom
Brady
Brady.
goes a lot faster.
Oh, that's me.
That chin dimple. Okay, get him off the stage.
So he's a Nazi?
I did
He's
not
a-
see that coming.
He's at least a Nazi file. He's interested in it.
Or like a Hitler Youth, I guess, because
Well, they
he's not
stood him
exactly
up on
there.
stage last night. I mean, it was, look, at first it looked impressive and everything else, but then that's the thing that happens with the RNC that we've noted. I'm not making this up. This is every night. They've had to fact check every day. But here's the thing.
Oh,
Joe Biden might screw up and say something, and you go, "Oh, excuse me, you know what I said," or he'll come back and say, "No, I said I screwed that up, or I was not correct." Happens on a lot.
but this is what this kid did. So he gets called out for this misinformation. This is what he says today. He says, "Oh, I just wanted to give the fact checkers something to do." I'm like, really? You just wanted to give the fact checkers something to do? Like they weren't working overtime trying to sift through the garbage during the entire week long of bullshit that's being fed to people? Like they weren't busy enough? So he just threw this completely false fact out there.
And the point is he's still hot.
I did the
I
same thing
know.
in my history class. I just gave my teacher something to do. I was like, I'm gonna get a few answers wrong, just to see if she's paying attention.
Is
Yeah,
that what
that's
you
the
how
thing.
you did it, Wine Boy?
100%.
Just to make sure she was doing her job.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this test easy, aces. But
So nice
let's
of you.
just
So
just
kind of you.
yeah, let her earn her paycheck. She's already
Oh my God.
underpaid as it is. But
Well, he's had his 15 minutes of fame.
We
And
only have 15 minutes.
now he has to
Speaking
stand
of.
on his own 2 feet and face the facts. So there's that.
What a weird stunt that was too, for him to get up and stand there. That was just,
I think you would have helped him.
it was bizarre.
Uh,
Anyway,
Moving on from hot liars that love Hitler. At least he's hotter than the Trump kids. They just there's
some
you
weird.
need help calming down. Just picture one of the Trump kids right now. It's like saying dead puppies, dead puppies. Oh, look at those teeth. Probably cuts his own Coke with that.
Exactly. He doesn't even need a razor blade. He just uses his.
was
his
he in
plastic
Shrek
blade.
in that first one? Was he Shrek's sidekick? He looks like a donkey.
You know those teeth you get that you can buy from like, I don't know, a magic store, and you wind them up and they chat. That's what it looks like he has in his mouth.
The chattering teeth.
And you know why he has to have teeth? Because he's probably been doing crystal meth and Coke for a long time, and that'll rot your teeth like Honey Boo Boo and a Mountain Dew.
Exactly, Caitlin. I love that. I love that comparison. I'm just robbing liquor stores to give cops something to do. Exactly. Oh my God.
So there we're moving on.
Can we get on with what's her name? Oh my God.
Which
Abortion lady?
Oh, I don't even know her name, but she's cuckoo.
Abby Johnson.
The one that said that men have the final say in the House.
This woman, so much. She literally, she should have her own 15-minute segment of scarf slapping so that we just repeatedly slap the shit out of her.
I'm gonna get another bottle of wine if that's
I'm serious. So first of all, she comes on with her whole, experience of working at Planned Parenthood and talking about, abortions and in graphic detail, by the way. And she's just like, she gets up there and she's like, the smell. She's like, I know abortions. I know the smell of an abortion. Do you know what the smell? Did you even know that abortion had a smell? And I was sitting there watching that like, I'm sure it's no worse than the smell of having sex with you. But, and then she continues to go on. She's got this thing of one household voting. Like she thinks that the man of the house should be the one who decides the vote for the whole household. Which I'm kind of like, okay, if every registered voter in your house is going to vote for Trump, but you think that the household only deserves one vote, I'm like, all right, girl, we'll take your one vote and silence the hell out of you.
I just have to say, this lighting is so bad, it's making me sweat. Like I look like I'm on cocaine here tonight. What's going on?
It's like you're Rudy Giuliani giving a speech this evening.
Cuckoo. I'm going to have to watch all.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Wine Boy. See?
I was not prepared.
Good.
I was not prepared for that picture.
The producers at this show are very on top of things, just like Granda on a Falwell wife.
Exactly, Scott Rolfe. She, instead of having a cigarette after sex, she just talks about the smell of an abortion.
That needs to be a candle.
Oh, yes, and put on the shelf next to Gwyneth Paltrow's
They sell everything on
vagina smell.
the MAGA website. They sell all kinds of stuff. They probably will sell candles. The smell of abortion, brought to you by Biden's America.
The new Abby Johnson line at Yankee Candle.
Yank your candle.
Smell of abortion.
Yank your candle, and it smells.
He takes your gun and gives you an abortion candle. That's what's Biden's
Oh my
America.
God.
Oh gosh, aloof.
Rudy Giuliani, though, just segueing into that because of that
Segway is our word of the night.
startling picture. My God. Rudy Giuliani this evening.
What do
looked like
you
he was-
mean? I don't even know.
He looked like he was having a stroke.
Well, I mean, why are they still pulling him out of the woodwork? That's like Trump. I mean, it's like
Seriously.
the rats are jumping ship, and the ship. Sorry, I'm getting sizzle sazzle just like Michelle Claremont was. I'm getting a little sizzle sazzle
Hey.
as we get into the night. The ship is sinking, and the rats are jumping, and
The rats are
oh,
jumping.
behold, Rudy Giuliani's running around going, "I don't even know how to play a violin." He's just, ugh.
Exactly.
I can't wait to
Exactly.
see them all go to jail. And they can all just compare teeth and bad lighting in the jail cell and smell of abortion in the toilets.
Oh, goodness.
All right,
Gross.
we only have 15 more minutes, and we really, I mean, I feel like
We only have 15 minutes.
I just want to make sure, is Trump still speaking? Probably.
Probably.
They said he was going to go for an hour. Well, he started at 10, right? I don't know. Anyways,
Did
let
he?
me know, is Trump still speaking? Because we don't have TVs in our Batcave studio down here. We should, but that's one of the things we're going to buy with our Cash Apps. All of our lighting and studios and everything else. We thank you all for your donations. Thank you again for the
We
donations.
really do appreciate it.
They've been very sweet, and sometimes they come in on Friday. Oh, most importantly, we do want to take a little a sponsor note here tonight. Do us a favor, share this on your timelines now so we can gain our audience. You don't have to give us donations, but we do ask for your help to help us get more viewers every week, because we see
Yes.
love talking with each one of you every single week,
We love it.
and you brighten our day as well when you give us messages and things like that saying we look forward to Thursday. So especially in this crazy ass world. So thank you so much. Raising a glass. Cheers to all of our followers and to our new followers that are coming thanks to you now taking
Each
a moment
day.
and sharing hot topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay on your
Thank
timeline.
you.
Bow your head in prayer.
We did get the note from Sharon Slayback that he is still talking, and he just said something about going to Mars.
Well, I
And
hope it does. I hope
That would be as pointless as the damn wall between us and Mexico.
Boots on the moon. Boots on
and
the
who
moon.
knows? Speaking of that wall, I mean, hello, the hurricane it had like 10-mile-an-hour winds, and they had video of the wall falling down. So imagine if it even got close. I mean,
First of all,
yeah.
I got
Are you
a
serious?
brick on the wall.
you
What's that?
what?
Yeah, I was like, yo, hot topics. Let's get on there. Some ads. I put it in Spanish. El hot
You
topics.
bought us a brick on the wall that ended up going to a boat.
Yeah, so I guess I own the boat now. So I need the boat.
You are
Blind boy.
drinking whiskey out of a pacifier tonight.
I'm 100% been drinking
Blind
whiskey.
boy.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
wasted
know
right
you.
now.
When you start saying shit like that, I'm like, the baby bottle has been.
Thank you, Jeff Perry. Boots on the motherfucking moon.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Have you not watched
I don't.
Netflix? Oh, Jeff Perry, what's the name of that show right now? Oh my god, I can't forgetting. It's the Steve
Space
Carell
Force.
show.
Is it Space Force?
Space Force. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And we want to give a shout out to Space Force, and it is up for Emmy nominations. And
Is it?
Yes, it is. And a special shout out to a very good friend of mine, Mr. Eric Sulky, who is the stunt coordinator on that show for Space Force.
Wow.
And he is nominated as stunts kicking whatever. I don't know what they do. Anyways, so
Thank you, Jeff
little
Perry.
dazzle
Thank
to the mother, Rosalind Sulky, who raised a fabulous son, Eric Sulky, who is nominated for an Emmy, and we know someone who's nominated for an Emmy. So there.
Yeah, we're gonna
we know a
name
lot of
drop.
famous
Cheers
people.
to Space Force.
Mm.
Speaking of segues,
Bam.
and I hope they win. I hope Eric Sulky wins the Emmy. He's also Steve Carell's stunt double.
It's pretty funny. You should check it out.
Okay, we've gone so.
we really
long.
okay. So we need to either.
We've
do
got to
we
wrap
have-
it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. It's Cash
have
App
it.
Alert.
We have a Cash App alert. Thank you.
Hold on.
But
Okay.
we have to skip over that. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. But we have got to get to your
We gotta
favorite.
get to our scarf slap.
Hold on.
It's called
Hold on. Everyone stop. Everyone stop.
all tangled up here.
I
Like,
have so many photos that I'm supposed to show. There's this one.
Like what?
oh yes.
We talked about that the very first thing.
There's this one.
Okay,
We talked about him too. Look at
And
his hand.
then
His
there's
hand is
Look at
right
Falwell.
over Jerry Falwell's junk.
probably thinking that wow, John Carlos never had something so small in his hand before.
these guys.
God,
But
enough
then
of the
there's
thumbs.
Yeah.
I'm
everyone's
over the
favorite.
Both of those thumbs, and
thumbs.
then
I'm over the thumbs.
can we talk about the fact? I mean, look how happy Mike Pence is.
He's so
He-
happy.
Oh my God.
I mean, he looks like me with my wife in the front row at the RNC right now.
Mike Pence last night was killing me during his speech, especially because he was just like, especially when he started doing the Star Spangled Banner, like he was doing beat poetry, like he was like, and the flag was still there. I was just waiting for like the bongos to be playing and somebody in the background to be like, yeah, Daddy, the Star Spangled Banner. I was just like, oh, Mike Pence.
Like a just a small smoky room.
Yes.
You know, just
Yes.
How like a
Because
steam
then,
Like
like a steam room,
at
of
the
course.
that he
A
goes.
steam room at the gym.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where he just happened to sit down on the wrong lap.
And the bombs bursting in my hair.
hmm
All
Can we
right.
talk about Trace Atkins? Speaking of the Star Spangled Banner, can we please talk about Trace Atkins doing the Star Spangled Banner?
Well, since you are our RNC
Did nobody
delegate,
watch that?
correspondent,
correspondent, I watched
Did-
one night. It was the night The Handmaid's Tale was on.
Okay.
And then I
Last night, Trace Adkins, country star, whatever, was singing the national anthem at the very end. Like, so after,
are you supposed to do that in the beginning?
yeah, it's in the beginning.
Right?
You're supposed to do it. Yeah.
so at the very end, when Mike Pence starts doing his beat poetry of the Star Spangled Banner, Trace Adkins gets on to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and he
And they
just-
scissor.
first of all, stop it.
And it
both of
smelled
you.
like abortion.
Awful. He comes in. I wish that I could just. Okay, so it's completely a cappella. I know exactly, Caitlin. Fergie's like, thank you, Jesus, because he came in with, oh, say, can you see? Like it was the lowest note in the history of notes, and then he was just flat through the whole, like the note was here, you know, when the money note at the very end, when they're like, and the land of the free, you know,
Yeah, get it.
you know, the money note.
Yeah, get it. Show us.
Like Mariah Carey on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Like Whitney sweaty at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the money shot.
Or her
Yeah.
final note down the drain in the bathtub.
Stop it.
What? The money shot.
Don't disrespect Whitney.
I
Not Whitney.
did. Oh, I wouldn't say anything about Prince, but I will say something about Whitney. Crack and swack.
Anyway,
I won't say anything about Prince.
he just was so like, oh my
We
God.
get it. We only have 15 more minutes. Okay. So we have got to get to Scarf Slap, but we've pretty much scarf slapped all night.
We've scarf slapped all night long,
Right.
but viewers,
First of all,
But we've
viewers, if you stuck with us this long,
yes. Thank you again for sticking with us. I mean, it's coronavirus. Oh, so let's get right to Scarf Slap, because if I bring up one more topic, then it isn't. But we have several. Do you have any tonight?
I do like
Arthur?
that me and Jeff Perry do have our own show. It's called Different Topics with Wine Boy and Jeff Perry. It's coming
Okay.
to you soon. Thank you, Marion Librarian, for the
Yeah.
the plug.
Speaking of bricks. Tucker Carlson, who is getting quite.
That-
He is getting
Cool.
Yeah. Well, anyways, good luck. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he's also yanked off of Fox News. Or if
Exactly.
Fox News is just going to have to get bought by Trump in about 6 months, but so that they can all have a platform. But Tucker Carlson is basically condoning murder last night with the Kyle Rittenhouse and saying, well, he had to do Law and Order since no one else is. So it's okay to shoot people.
Yeah.
So let's keep it short and sweet. Tucker Carlson, you're a douche, and you get a scarf slap.
There's going to be a fourth one, Wine Boy.
There's not supposed to be a fourth one. It's because you
We
come
have to
back.
put it back.
Yeah, well, I tried.
One,
I haven't.
3, 4.
First of all, I'm holding a new microphone. I have a new setup going on over here. Just because my page is blank doesn't mean I don't do things.
I have to turn it
Oh
over.
God.
Also, we've been doing this show a gazillion times, and I have a cork for every show that we've done. It's back here. Look at all those corks that they. So if you don't know by now that there are 3 scarf slaps,
Yeah, there's 3.
stop
And
doing
then
that show with Sage Starkey and and Robin Pedretti and pay attention to us once in a while, or I will buy you a brick.
Tomorrow.
no, there's 3,
I
and
know,
then I
it's
do
so
an extra
focused.
one for good luck.
I have to drink water. That's how long this show's going.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's sacrilegious.
We only have 15 more minutes.
I just turned it in.
Viewers, please let us know who you want us to scarf slap. And
But
we
no, I
will
have-
do
we
it.
had like 17 people tonight.
So Tucker Carlson got his. So to the Republican National Convention, because I would like to point out that in this, get ready, bitch.
I am ready.
You got so ready.
There's 3, just like at the Falwells. I deserve a drink on that one.
You do.
I love it
I'm
when I make you
for
laugh,
real.
Cecil, because you're around all these comedians all the time, all this sack balls and whatever that comedy club is. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm giving you the spot right there. Drink it
thank you
up.
very much. Well, I already peed on my territory. But when I can make Cecil laugh genuinely, there's nothing that makes my Thursday better than the wine.
I'm going to pour some too.
Okay. Speaking of freak show, let's talk about the fact that since the RNC has been going on this week, and this is a fact, since Monday that the RNC started, there have been over 3,600 new American deaths from the coronavirus from Monday till 5 o'clock tonight. So, not that I'm celebrating that. My point is this. Stop talking about Biden's America and do something in yours. So, dear Mr. Trump and the RNC, that's a lot of deaths in 4 days. So you better get Trace Atkins from the low and Donald Trump Jr. from the high. And somewhere in the middle, you got to make America better and make it great again. And here's an idea. Build back better with Biden.
Exactly.
So, RNC, you get a scarf slap.
You only got...
I totally went off
I
Sergey.
cannot.
Sergey was perfect.
Cannot.
I always throw one over my shoulder for good luck.
Speaking of COVID, I'm on to the next one. The CDC. I'm giving a scarf slap right to the CDC for taking the opportunity while Dr. Fauci was under the knife to just roll back everything. Like roll back testing, like it's not important, and roll back the 2-week quarantine. And they waited till Dr. Fauci had a little bit of surgery and was under anesthesia in order to do it. So I don't know what the heck is happening. I don't know what he had, but I don't know what.
Polyp removed. I'm here for your facts.
He had a polyp in his throat removed? Yeah, because he's been talking nonstop since March.
It's because he no longer sounds like Brad Pitt. But he got.
Thank you, Michelle Claremont. Thank you, Michelle Claremont. She knows my pain.
How dare you, Michelle Claremont?
Yeah, how dare you?
I thought you were a supporter.
She is. She's 100%. I got her, Jeff Perry. Out of the 20 people that listen to us every week,
were on our side.
Jeff Perry brings up a good point, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Because it's
anyway, I derailed us. Yeah.
Crash App Alert!
I'm gonna scarf slap Michelle Claremont.
No, you're not. I'm not giving you sound effects for that one. Nope, you get nothing. You get Cash App Alert.
Kimberly Ray, thank you for the Cash App Alert.
Oh, thank you, Kimberly Ray.
Watches on the following day and gives us Cash App Alert, and that's what happens. Thank you, Ray, for your.
I will bring up. I don't know the story, but I'm going to bring up Michelle Claremont's suggestion of scarf slapping the dick who punched a senior citizen in the chest. I don't know that story.
Yeah, I think that was here in Florida.
I think she's trying to put smoke and mirrors since she said we weren't the problem, or that Wine Boy wasn't the problem with scarf slaps. So
Wine Boy is 100% the problem.
First of all, you're 50% right.
I'm ready for the.
There's three of us, so he's 33%.
I can't do that math right now. Okay, you ready?
Who punched a senior citizen?
There was this dude who
probably a Trump supporter.
I think it was at a Publix. I thought that he punched a senior citizen over a mask. Just didn't want to wear a mask. I thought it was. Some please tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think that's what it was.
Here we go. That's enough for me.
Yeah, Publix shopper. Thank you.
The senior citizen that got
and CDC and the CDC.
Oh, the
CDC did the CDC.
No, we didn't do it yet. We got sidetracked. Let's go.
This is a double scarf slap.
We don't have to be.
It better be 6. It better be 6.
I don't even know what day it is or whether we've done a scarf slap. America, I know you feel our pain. What day?
Here we go.
Scarf slap.
That was the CDC. This is Publix guy.
Publix.
Oh my God.
That was 100% my fault.
Why does the sound effect sound like it's in your living room and not
because
in?
It sounds very faint.
When I push the button, it gives a second delay. So I'm counting on you to follow through. So if you guys hesitate, I can't.
Oh no. It sounds like it's so far away. It sounds like we're scarf slapping.
It sounds like the scarf slap is happening.
That's the new microphone. I'm trying a new microphone tonight, so you don't hear all the background.
Oh well, you sound great, but the scarf slap sound like.
That's literally because I'm eating the microphone, so I got to bring the phone closer. I apologize.
Wine Boy. That's a visual. Stop it.
Oh, pool boy.
I really was a pool boy at one time, not gonna lie.
Well, if this Wine Boy doesn't work out, we've made so much cash out.
I don't know if it's working out.
It is working out.
Is it working out?
Stop trying to choke your baby with a pizza.
She has teeth, and we cut it up. It's little tiny pieces.
We cannot talk about Junior any longer.
She needs Junior's teeth.
Seriously.
Okay. All right. So, in all fairness, I'm going to scarf slap. And I know people are like, they just want to cut on the Republicans and cut. And they're just, I don't like their show because they're just.
Who says that?
A lot of people. The people that you piss off and unfriend all the time.
Our show?
Well, they're not here because they don't like us.
They don't watch it.
Were those just Russian trolls that kept fucking with us the last few weeks?
Fair because
we are having an entire culture war happening right now.
People trying to cancel us? Oh, man.
And Wine Boy.
This scarf slap, can I just say one thing? Focus on me.
That's my line.
Thank you, Jeff Perry.
I would like to scarf slap Nancy Pelosi.
What?
I knew it.
Not the Pelosi.
E2 Brute.
And all tangled up like a big porn star from the 70s. I
almost yanked my computer off of its stand just now.
Nancy. I'm sure it's not the first time you've yanked near your computer.
Why does Nancy get a scarf? I'm as confused as you, Dr. Denise.
Speak and stop watching the RNC. I can see it in your glasses. Stop watching Trump. Because she thinks there shouldn't be any debates between Biden and Trump. Oh, hell no, girl.
That's weird.
So, you need to have debates.
Look, I see what she's saying, and she's all, anti-Trump.
What is she saying?
Does he think? You asked me a question, and now I'm trying to. It's just like I'm at
Is
home.
it because Trump would like troll around him like he did with Hillary and
Oh,
like
he'll 100%.
COVID.
He'll 100% like word vomit on him.
Corona. No, she just said that he shouldn't even bother with dealing with the lies and all of that stuff, and we get that. But that's all the more reason why Biden needs to be there to call him on a shit. And
Yes.
the bigger event, the only other time we will cancel, ladies and gentlemen, and not be on live on the air is when Kamala is debating Pence.
Kamala.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing.
Kamala.
Fuck off.
Sergey.
Kamala.
There's a right?
I know that's how I have to say it. Punctuation. If
pause, because you pause at a comma.
If Kamala
La.
is debating
Pence.
the beatbox Star Spangled Banner,
And the Rockets. Red glare.
we will not be able
all
to hear
so
that.
white.
I know that y'all
So
going
white.
Oh yes, Dr. Denise, she is going to destroy
She
him.
is going to destroy him, and
I'm telling you, we will. We will
We
have
will-
a watch party that night if that's the case. If it's on a Thursday night, we will all watch together. I invite you all.
Can we do that?
Sureg'ay studio.
I don't know.
I just say shit just like the president, and I let people.
I
and
mean-
a paralyzed little 21-year-old, and I just say shit, and then I want to give the fact checker something to do.
I just want to give the fact checker something to do.
That's like who said it
Oh, wait,
earlier? They're like, I like they have
Pelosi.
cops something to do.
Nancy Pelosi, no, I'm sorry, they have to debate. So you
They
get
must debate. Okay. But I'm not going to do the full scarf slap. Maybe just
No,
one.
All right,
no, you have to do it. You have to be
No,
equal.
wine boy.
Equal.
One.
You have to be equal.
Well, it'll make up for the 4 you always do. Nancy Pelosi, you get.
I abstain.
Well, sorry.
You can scarf slap people like it's fine.
It's my favorite thing in the world. It is my favorite thing in the world when she does that. Okay, sorry.
Is that scissoring?
Scarf slap.
When Nancy scissors. That's all she gets. I love my Nancy.
You have to be able to scarf slap
I'm
everybody
not
and everybody.
participating.
I agree.
You
Why
have to.
I'm an equal opportunity
Equal.
slapper, although he just yanks to some people on the computer.
Hey, what do you mean? Who are
I'll
those
say
people?
You're a
Speaking of,
slapper.
we have a
Mm.
exclusive segment with.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's a shame he loved Hitler.
Is it this one?
That.
This one.
Oh, Eric Swalwell.
He's forever in there.
He
You know,
is
the show's going so late at night. We would have a hot topics after.
Going back
After
and
dark.
forth.
Look at that.
Mm,
Oh my God.
mm.
And
Mm.
the New
Maybe
York
he loves
Minute.
Hitler so much.
I
Not
think
that.
I'm gonna save both these guys.
Can we put up Granda also?
Yes.
Oh, Granda. Oh
He's
yeah.
doing an exclusive on ABC.
This one?
ABC with George.
No,
Is that the one? Who's
that's
Granda?
not Granda.
Which one's Granda? This one?
The pool boy. Oh my gosh.
That's the Hawaiian guy that doesn't even
Who
realize
is that guy?
This one?
This guy. Yes.
Mm.
he's Falwell always has his arm around him. I'm just gonna say.
Always.
In this picture, he looks like I'm here for the college credit.
Well,
You know,
that kid's gonna get millions now. So
you can't see where Faldwell's hand is. You know it's on his ass.
show the
Mhm.
other picture where the thumb. That's it. The thumbs up. That's why. He's got not that one. Oh, that one. She's
Oh.
yep. Had both of those thumbs.
And look at Trump's teeth.
He's
All those
just
veneers.
That's
Oh my
fine.
God. He's got a Trump picture of his like
take
magazine
him
in the
away.
background.
Okay, goodbye. Oh, I don't see that.
Take him away.
Yes,
There we go.
there, and the boner is back.
That's not even the real. Stop it, wine boy. Now you're just. Oh,
All right. We have one. Oh, hello. All right. We'll end
Okay.
on that.
Sorry, I got excited.
Speaking of standing for the Star Spangled Banner,
of course you would put that one up.
I have.
Of
What are the
course you
scarf
put
slaps? Let's end on one of our audience's favorite scarf slaps. Who do they want us to scarf slap? And that's
Yes.
who we're going to end on tonight.
All right,
Thank you
audience.
again,
It is
everyone.
on you.
We love talking with you, and I
We
can't
will
believe
sit
you are
here and talk for
Gail,
hours.
I swear to God, the fact that you're so awake, I almost said alive.
I know it is almost midnight.
She even texted me earlier and said, "I'm going to start drinking early." What?
I'm not gonna lie, Wine Boy has a a lot to drink tonight, so it's been very fun with you guys.
Oh, that's a fucking
Look,
shock.
we're making up for lost time, and we really do have a good time. Not only for the three of us getting together, but it is so much fun to.
But with our
Favorite night of the
viewers,
week.
I almost said ignite. What am I at, a 4th of July celebration? It's just so nice, especially in these times, to engage and chat. And look, I know sometimes I say the wrong thing, and Cecil always says the wrong thing. But we love that you all chit chat with us. And you know what? Again, we'd like to remind you, we just want the sense of humor to come back. You know, every president since the beginning of time has been made fun of by comedians, but only in the last 3 years has it been deemed unacceptable and bad taste and everything else. Well, buckle up, Snowflake. Just
exactly.
I need to get back to everyone having a good time again, and that's why we're here. And the silver lining is with coronavirus and all of the batshit crazy stuff that's coming out of the White House. Cecil and I talked about it for years. We're like, how could we figure this out? Like, you know, since I live up north and he lives down south, and when we started this, we were all three together in Orlando. And hey, here it has happened.
And now we're, yes.
Because of the coronavirus and because of everything that's happening. So silver linings. So cheers, raise a glass, everyone.
And we love you guys for coming to visit with us every Thursday. We certainly appreciate you all.
I just want you to know that sometimes I don't love you on Friday morning, Cecil, but because you make
Friday mornings are difficult.
All
very rough.
Every week go, oh, ow.
Yeah,
But
Fridays are my dad days too. So I'm all by myself. Oof.
Poor April.
Okay.
Poor April.
Yes. All right. So first
I'll
of
say
all,
this thing.
votes are coming in. Put up Kelly Jenner's comment.
We got DeSantis.
We got a lot of
Melania.
We got a couple Melanias. I'm putting some cheers. People saying cheers. Good for you.
Yay.
For the record, as Wine Boy, you know, I don't know many of these people, and I'm very excited to be with you guys every week, and I'm just happy to be here, honestly.
Aww.
And it's a lot of fun, and this is like the highlight of my week, just so you guys know. Besides, you know, obviously being my family, I'm legally obligated to say
well,
that.
you know what?
But besides that,
Someday we'll have an audience of 1 million, but it won't mean as much. I
love our audience.
I love our
dude. Our group of audience are amazing. I love everybody.
It's
with
like
them.
a big blessing.
Put this on your timeline so we can gain more followers, and we'll love you even more.
Share away, man.
And we really
if you had fun,
I love our niche group of people that come every week and like hang out with us. Oh, it's awesome.
Coffee cups soon.
And what's great is that the show lives on our Hot Topics page. So if you had fun tonight, you can always share it on your page the next day.
I just want to cheers you with this glass.
Thank you. There's a lot of corks in that glass.
That's a lot of
Thank
corks.
you, Chris Condon. I love you too, brother.
Yes, Chris Congdon, we love you, and thank you again for your donation every week as well.
Yeah, Pericocaine is a hell of a
I really appreciate it.
Oh,
okay. Do we have any more scarf slaps? Do you want to do one more, or just say we love each other?
The scarf slap that I saw is to Melania for ripping out the rose garden, and I would like to point out the fact that in the tradition of first ladies and the rolling over of the presidents, starting with Jackie Kennedy, and I think even before that, they would add trees or roses or things like that. So it just built on. Oh no, Trump and Melania came in, and she's been a citizen since 2006. Just want to point that out. Ripped it all out and did it their way so that they can basically pee on their territory and in order to do this convention. And all of that history, all of those things that you used to go to the White House to be able to, I don't know if you can see that. Is that part of the tour? I don't think you can go out there. Excuse me, I did a snort.
Tesla should know.
Anyways, she ripped it all out, and so history is gone. So Melania, look, we know you got paid big money to do your Aunt Lydia speech under his eye the other night, but you ripped out history. And to all of my Christian relatives and Catholic relatives who love roses, I'm a big fan of rose gardens as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she ripped all that shit out. So,
and can I just say one thing? She probably did it because she knew this was their last year there.
So she ripped out the roses of the rose garden?
And
Yes.
the trees, and the monkeys, and the bees.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, definitely getting scarf slap for that
And the
one.
birds and the
Here we
bees.
go.
We're going for.
That's what I meant to say. So, Melania, you get a scarf slap.
Why is this not working now?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
You're drunk.
No, keep going.
So, Michelle Claremont, do you see now?
Oh,
It's
no.
him.
The
God.
app. That's not me. The app is not working. Hold on.
Oh my God.
This is why we're going to have to upgrade with Cash App donations.
Oh, there
What's
I had to close the app and bring it on.
what Giancarlo up to these days?
Hold
Scarf.
on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Scarf.
He's
Dr. Denise. Dr. Denise, I love you so much. She's like, it looks like a Hampton Inn.
Gail Blackmer. I
Oh, yeah.
agree. She is going to. She's got one more year. I guarantee you in that prenup, because we all know. I mean, let's.
Oh,
Okay.
100%.
That girl was at least smart enough to sign. Remember when she was hanging out in New York and like, no, I'm gonna. Baron needs to go to school in New York very well. Because,
Sure.
yeah. But it came out that she was holding out, signing that prenup. If you want my ass in the White House, then you have to do this, this, and this. Done deal. And so now she's in the White House. Girl was like, yeah, sure, I'll read a speech from the teleprompter. Tell her prompt her.
Sure.
It is literally Friday.
Okay.
I think that.
Hey, cheers! It's Friday, y'all. On
It is
that,
Friday.
we are
This
going
is-
to sign
hold
out.
on.
I know.
Before we go, two things. One, I would love the fact that if we ever go live, I actually have a whip and I whip the pictures of people that were scarf slapping to
Excuse
make the whip
me.
now, the whip noise. That's what Jeff Perry said. Upgrade to Whip Boy. And then I love the fact that we can have a Friday morning show where we're all just hungover and not liking anything and just being upset about life.
Which is right this second.
Literally. So it's time for breakfast, everybody. So Rachel,
Seriously, I'm making
brunch on Friday. But we are going to sign off, even though we hate to.
We
We'll
love you guys. Thank
we
you.
actually go and watch the episode afterwards. So we always get to bed so late. But we want you all to know that we wish you sweet dreams and happy tomorrows. And don't forget, just when you thought you heard all the hot topics tonight, there's going to be so many more tomorrow.
Some
And
crazy shit happening.
on behalf of us all here at Hot Topics, I'm Sureg'ay,
And I'm Cecil.
I'm Wine Boy.
and we wish you a great night.